a beauty. Cork. So once again, that's the Shakespeare Stock Club. Once again, it's me, the ugly guy, Wally. Nice and roasty, toasty. Alright guys, it's Tuesday night. Tomorrow is Homebrew Wednesday. Wheezy! Alright, enough of that crazy talk. Alright, yeah. Go turn around, look at some stuff, talk about some stuff, and call it a day. Peace! So, mash tun is finitoed, right? Let me turn this light on, see if that helps at all. So, whatever. Yeah, quick disconnect, a little bit of water laying down in there. Washed everything out. Yeah. False bottom. Quick disconnect. Fucked myself. I cut off a piece that was at the end here that kind of stuck out a little bit, thinking that was not giving me enough room underneath here to the bottom of the mash tun. In reality, it was actually holding it up, so cutting that off allowed this to wiggle enough, so now it kind of wiggles too much and it actually sits down on the bottom of the mash tun. But I can wedge this piece of 1/2 inch OD stainless steel underneath of it, right about in there, and yeah, holds it up. So, but I don't know if I'm going to keep this whole setup. I'm not. It's a really neat idea. I like the idea, but I don't know. So I just don't know. Also, I ordered some stuff so I can convert this dude down here. That's the 3/4 garden hose fitting. I'm gonna convert that over to ball lock, like that. I could take this one off and convert that over, because that's a 1/2 NPT behind here. So once this is mounted at the bottom here, the water's going to come from that ball valve. That'll be feeding. That'll be the inside. So that'll be down here, and we'll feed. Boop, 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 come up, and this will be the exit. Plow. So because beer will go in here, exit down there. So you want it to go the opposite. So if beer's going in here, you want the water to exit. Otherwise, it won't be as efficient. But all right, that's that. And yeah, another thing. I knew I was going to have issues with it, but yeah, with the keg, you've got the skirt. So the skirt holds everything up, and I wasn't planning on having such an issue with it. I knew I was going to have more of an issue with the pots, but anyway, I think I've got it figured out. But we'll see what's going on. All right, I got something else for you since I'm up and walking. Where's the switch at? Look at that. Yep. Everything is fully functional. Everything works. So I just got to, I got to put in the initial setup parameters for the PIDs, and yeah, that's it. But that's it, guys. It's working. Yeah, I'll show you the inside. Yeah, I took a whole bunch of stuff out of it. Don't need it. Those are the Auber controls. They're self-powered 110. So yeah, that's it for me on that. All right, guys. Let's sit down and we'll talk about some stuff. All right, so I've got these hooks, right? And right behind me, you see right up there, that's right over top of my sink. So I want to put a little bit of framing, a couple 2x4s, so I can put these up in those 2x4s, and I can hang all my tubing off of these. So these are rubberized, not gonna rust. And all the water, once I start draining all the tubes, will be right into the sink. How about that? Pretty neat. Yeah, I still got a lot of little stuff to figure out while I'm working, but that close. Everything's the hot liquor tank. I'm missing one fitting. What I did is we'll play pretend. If you go to Brew Hardware, he's got these pull through bulkheads, which that's what I use there. But he's also got the pull through bulkheads. It's got the flare fitting on it, right? You can get them in nylon or stainless. So this thread isn't in there. There's a 1/2 inch MPT thread inside, internal thread, and this is just a pull through bulkhead, right? So I got 2 of these, and I didn't really think, but this is 1/2 inch OD, which is what that dip tube is for that 1/2 inch OD. I was planning on making dip tubes for my hot liquor tank in my boil kettle out of copper, but my copper is all 1/2 inch ID, 5/8 OD, so can't do it. So I did order some custom made, custom bent dip tubes from Brew Hardware, Bobby from New Jersey, and they're going to be side pickups. Since I've already got one soldered in, 1/2 inch OD, I've got one that's 135 degrees, so it's going to come out of the tank. It's going to come back around and hit in the edge, right where the wall meets the bottom. So I got them extra length on it so I can trim it up to where I want it. So I've got one 1/2 inch OD and one 5 inch OD. So that 1/2 inch will go into boil kettle, which boil kettle's done. I just need to clean it, barkeeper's friend, all that stuff, then wash everything off, then go ahead, do a water test, and I'll water test it with PBW, which I don't use PBW, but anyway, it's the sodium percarbonate. I'll do that, be water tested, all that stuff with that, and clean it, so get all that stuff drained. Then the only thing I have to do is put the valves on it, put the Whirlpool arm in it, in sight glass. Sight glass is about 1 inch and change too tall, taller than the top, so I'm going to have to trim that down. Then I've got to, I may, but I've got to mark the gallons and half gallons, or I'll probably just mark gallons on the sight glass. So I've got to do that to the boil kettle. The hot liquor tank, I've got one fitting to solder in. I'm waiting on the pull through bulkhead with the flare for the 5/8 OD. So I'll do that, and then that's done. So basically I'll have to clean it, barkeeper's friend at all, wash it, install the Herms coil. After I install my dip tube, then the Herms coil. I have my return line that's constantly recirculating water around the Herms coil. Then I'll have sight glass, so I got to calibrate my sight glass, and it also is just a bit too long. So yeah, I'm close. I'm almost there. In a good day, I could have all that stuff done in about a good day. So really, there's nothing that's going to keep me from doing like a simulated brew day within the next, weekend or 2 weeks or whatever. But one thing, I'll be in Detroit, Michigan at the end of the month, so that's going to be out. So I only got a couple weeks for that. So Detroit for training for work. It's going to suck on the clown shoes and all that stuff. Maybe founders. Sucks to be me, but anyway. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I think that's it. That's all of it, I think. Not much. Oh yeah. So I may go up and get you guys some video, a little bit of video of the hot liquor tank and the boil kettle. Alright guys. Cheers. Peace. Alright guys, this is the boil kettle. So got the pull through bulkhead there. That right there, the hole for the sight glass. So there's the top is the holder for the sight glass. This is for the whirlpool arm. So there's the tri-clover, which looks like there's some dirt on there, but that's just a reflection in the shadow. But it's filthy. It needs to be cleaned. But anyway, that's the inside of that bulkhead, and then I'll show you what I was talking about earlier. That pull through, that's a 1/2 inch OD tube, which really, in the scheme of things, the flow, it's not really going to flow that much less than a 5/8, but I want a 5/8. So this dude, well, that hole back there, that is the hole for the temperature probe. So the ripple coil is going to come in here in the center here. Coil temperature there, and that's that. Okay, so I had to get a little creative with this subbitch, but yeah, you've got that's the outlet for the Hermes coil, inlet for the Hermes coil, sight glass. That's where my ball valve is once I get the pull through connector. Bulkhead return. That's going to be the recirculation for the around the Hermes coil. So then that's tri-clover. So yeah, you can see there's your upside down now. Yeah, so there's those fittings. So yeah, everything's good. So everything's pretty good. Only one thing is, my knees pop and crack. You see that tear right there? It's filled with solder, so it's going to be watertight. But yeah, I was scared. I pulled that through, and it went through awful easy, and it ripped. But I'm not worried because the solder's filled that in. But with this one and the one I've got on the exit on my mash tun, these are new. But one thing that's changed over the last few years is that this diameter has changed. This one right here is about 15/16 in diameter, right? I had that turned down at work. They are 1 1/16 when they come from Bobby. Now his old ones were 15/16, but then they had a small flange head on the back side of them, which was the 1/1/16, and it was probably a little over 1 inch thick. So I went ahead, had a guy at work turn this whole thing down because I was afraid that it was going to tear, not here, but at this point in my mash tun, and I didn't want to be tear so large that the solder wasn't going to fill it. So anyway, that's it. So I got some cleaning to do. Just got some stuff in there, but yeah, that's it. That's it. Oh yeah, mister. So all right. That's it. We'll call it a day. Maybe. So yeah, this is that's the pull through bulkhead that I was talking about. So that's 5/8. That's 1/2 inch OD. I need 5/8 OD. So anyway, I did go with a nylon ferrule. They're heat tolerant. I'll plan on breaking that connection to take my dip tube in and out once I clean everything. So that's why I chose nylon. So anyway, that's it, guys. Peace. Cheers.